plastic snapped on the fairy dice. Please send for help. Oh, by the way, I'm in space. Past this sort of ready moon a couple of days ago. Coordinates enclosed. It's like that. You can't miss it. To me. So here I am trapped in a 1x1 box with very little supplies. I have some sodium, some carbon, some condensed carbon, some tritium, some magnetised ferrite and some oxygen. And in the back I've got some cobalt, which is just there. I'll use that for later. But that is all I've got to make everything I need. But first we need a medium refiner. And to make that I need some dihydrogen jelly. But I don't have any dihydrogen. But I do have tritium. So I'll put it in the refiner. You can see that goes down to 50. Let's put in some carbon. That's all I need. All I need is 50 dihydrogen. So I'll cut to the chase there. There's my 50. So now I've got my 50, I can make one jelly. But one jelly costs 40 dihydrogen, so if you put it back into a refiner, you get another 50. So every time you do it, you get another 10. So if you keep doing it, and I've skipped ahead, you can make your 5 dihydrogen like that. It's infinite dihydrogen and jelly. Now I'm going to make my refinery. The roof blocks it, so I have to take it off. I'll go outside and put it back in again. See, if you stand it in it, it blocks it. So there you go. I've put it in, swivel it around a bit. Then I put the roof back on, so I don't get blasted by the storms or by anything else that's going to blast me. There you go, refinery is set up, and now the work begins. So now we need to think about the basics, which is carbon and condensed carbon and sodium nitrate. So we start with some carbon. We need 100 of that. Let's break it down into the 100. Put that in, you get 50 condensed carbon. So I'll skip to the end. There's a 50, put back in the inventory. Now we do the same with sodium. 100 of that. Back down to 50. Skip to the end. So we've got 50 sodium nitrate. Now we'll just lay them out together so you can see what we're doing. There's a 50 condensed carbon. There's a 50 sodium nitrate. There's a 50 sodium. There's the 50 carbon. So that's 100 each for each element. So now we'll put those in the refinery. So we got the 50 carbon, the 50 condensed carbon, which makes one carbon crystal. Takes 2 minutes, so we'll skip to the end. Now we take that carbon crystal, which makes 150 condensed carbon. So out of 50 condensed carbon and 50 carbon, we make 150 condensed carbon. Do the same with sodium. Put 50 sodium in, 50 sodium nitrate. That makes one destabilized sodium. Skip to the end, there it is. And that makes 150 sodium nitrate. Pretty quickly as well. So you take that out. So now we have 150 condensed carbon and 150 sodium nitrate out of 50 and 50. So now what you do is you put it back into the refinery. So now we need to repeat the process. So we get the condensed carbon, break it down into 50, which makes 100 carbon. You go skip to the end. Put that back in the refinery with the 100 condensed carbon that's left. That makes 2 carbon crystal, which is 300 condensed carbon. If you repeat the process, you get infinite amounts of both elements. Then we move on to the sodium, which is exactly the same process. Break it down to 50. It's 100 sodium. Skip to the end. There's 100. Put that back in with the 100 sodium nitrate. That makes 2 destabilized sodium, which again is 300 sodium nitrate. Repeat that process until you've got what you need. So why do we need condensed carbon and sodium nitrate? Well, you can see that I've made some dihydrogen jelly. I've already got some oxygen, which I could have used earlier to recharge my life support, but I'm saving it to make this, the oxygen harvester, which requires 5 metal plating and 5 oxygen capsules. The problem with these two is they require ferrite dust, 250 there and 100 there, and I don't have any ferrite dust. So what we do, we go back into the refiner, we put in some condensed carbon and some sodium nitrate, which makes dioxide. Dioxide is one of the most important elements in the game. I'm going to make 500 of it now. I just cut to the end of that bit. You can see how much I've made. There's a good few stacks there. I'm going to use it to recharge my life support. It's the most efficient way of recharging your life support. And now I've still got the dihydrogen jelly, I've still got the oxygen. I need that ferrite dust. Look at it there, it's waiting to be used. So we're back into the refiner. What are we going to put in here? We're going to put in dioxide, which creates ferrite dust. So just create a load of that, just skip to the end. And now I have the 350 I needed. Five oxygen capsules, 5, there we are. Need 5 metal plating. There they are, 5. Go outside and plant the oxygen harvester. You can't put them indoors, sadly. There we go. I've got a door though, so I can look outside. Just position it nicely. There we go. Activate it, and it only costs 50 condensed carbon, which you can make infinite amounts of. There we go. Get in there, surviving, and I'll be back next time. Remember to like, subscribe and share. He likes it.